Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. My name is Peter from Sun Insurance and Logistics, coming to you live today. If you happen to be a visitor to this channel for your first time, please ask you to look at my content and consider by yourself if to subscribe. And if you are returning, I thank you so much for continued support. Without you, this channel will not grow. So keep sharing my content because you might want to help somebody out there. Today, if you are a trucker doing the transportation for hire, you know what's going on out there. The business is not very good these days for some, and there's a number of reasons which I'm going to talk about today. But the main topic today is to know why so many owner operators in the transportation or trucking business are quitting the market for good, or the industry for good. So some of them have stayed there for a short time. Some of them have been there for a long time, but eventually they have decided to quit the industry for good. And I'm going to talk about 6 main reasons why they are quitting the industry. So the first one, like I said, if you're a trucker out there, you know what's going on, and there are no good paying loads. For almost the last 6 months, the market has been very, very slow. The rate which the brokers and the customers used to pay per mile, they don't pay no more. We don't know what's going on, but from the people I've talked to, everybody says they don't know what's going on. The market is very slow. If they used to run like 3 loads a week with a sprinter van or a box truck, these days it's down to either 1 load a week or none. So that's point number one, why most of the owner operators have decided to quit the industry. Point number two, the drivers. There is a big shortage of drivers. You find somebody as a fleet, 5 vehicles, he has drivers, but within a short time, every driver quits, and you have your trucks without drivers. And even if you have drivers, the problem to retain them, there's a problem of driver retention. A driver comes and drives for 2 months, they quit. They might cite reasons like the boss is not treating them right, or they are spending too much time on the road, and what they are getting paid is not worthy their time on the road. So as a result, if you have your drivers and your drivers are one you're relying, going to the road to run loads, and then you get paid, and you have no alternative. That's the reason why you end up, or they have ended up shutting down their company. Point number three, the brokers and the customers out there, they are actually controlling the rates which are paid to run the loads. So as a trucker, there is really nothing you can do to control the price. Let's say, for example, if you are in Texas and you are bidding on a load, if you try to bid $2 per mile for a box truck. And if you don't get it, somebody will pay will bid lower, let's say $1.50. So there's no way you can control it. So the broker and the customer, they work together, and so they give somebody who has cheaper rates. They are always looking for cheaper rates because they need to make some profits. So that's the reason why you cannot compete with some other drivers, and if you cannot break even, then there's no need of staying in the business. So as a result of that, more truckers are quitting the business. Point number 4 is because of the gas prices. I talked to one of the drivers who took a load to California. California is almost $8 gas per gallon. And if you are running a road from, let's say, New York to California, it's about 2,000 miles. You can imagine the amount of gas you'll be using on the way, depending on what type of vehicle you have. So the point here, it's very expensive, and the numbers don't add up. So as a result, people, they decide to shut their company because of the gas prices. In other words, it is not sustainable. Also, because of the insurance cover, the insurance has become very expensive for the truckers. Since insurance is a fixed cost, even if your truck is on the road or is parked somewhere, you still have to pay insurance in order to maintain your authority. Without insurance, your authority will be deactivated, and there's no way you can run loads to the brokers. So that's one of the major problems the truckers are facing, and as a result, they end up selling their truck, cancel the insurance, and look for other alternative jobs. And the last point on today's video is about the vehicle breakdown. That's a mechanical breakdown. That's another major component besides the insurance cover. If you don't have money reserved to pay expenses for the breakdowns, and if your vehicle breaks in the middle of somewhere, and it's been towed to a shop, and you go to a shop, they give you a quote to fix labor and buying new parts, and if it's way too expensive, there's no way you can fix that if you don't have that income. So the only option is either to sell the truck to somebody who can go and fix it and exit the market totally. So those are some of the reasons. I've done research. I've talked to truckers. I've talked to people who are planning to enter the business, who are afraid, and I've done some investigation from the internet, and that's what everybody come down to, the reason why most people are quitting the industry. So if you are one of the truckers and you think this video is going to help you, you have to plan ahead of time, especially when you are hiring your drivers, especially when you are putting aside some amount of money to cater for the breakdowns. And those are some of the things you have to plan first. Come with a good business plan to see how you will mitigate these situations to make your company survive instead of quitting. That's all for your time. Thank you so much. And so before before you sign out from this video, please click the subscribe button. I really need your help for this channel to grow. So I hope you can share my video for those people you think might benefit out there. And I hope I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.